Hi friends, it's Audrey here and welcome back to our channel, 1824 Walker Farmhouse. Today we're going off the farm and we're going to take a road trip. We plan on going on all the back roads and we're taking Katie May, so I'm so excited. We're trying to get her out and socialized. And also I want to tell you thank you so much for all your likes, your comments, your messages, your requests. A lot of you are messaging us and asking for more of the Walker house and more of our house and how I decorate and how I did things and my thought process through it. So we plan on sharing a lot of that, but I'm going to share my sheep too. So anyhow, I can't wait to tell you about this Scutching. I absolutely love it. Dave and I have been going to this festival for as long as I can remember, and it was really always been just so inspiring to me how they lived in the early days and the work that it took into it. I do like indoor plumbing. I do use my microwave now and then, but I really appreciate how the old early ways were. So come along, I'm all excited.
It was a beautiful, crisp fall day, the day that we went. The weather was just perfect. They have vendors that have colonial crafts, and they also have vendors that have their own homemade crafts. They have flowers there, and one of my favorite vendors is Dusty Tree soaps, and I just love her soap. We like to buy them a lot. The scent really lasts through and through. There's something for everybody here at this festival. There's music played all day. It's country and bluegrass, and I just love to hear those banjos and dobros playing. But because of it, I'm doing a voiceover so that it's not an issue with YouTube on my video. There's a lot of hit and miss engines there, and a hit and miss engine is connected to a tractor. And sometimes one farm in the whole area would be hooked up, and you would bring your washing. They have washing machines that would be hooked up to them, flour mills, and of course here's the tractors, and Dave loves his John Deere tractors. So there really is something for everybody here. Fort Allen Farmers Equipment Association was there, and they're well known in our county. They had recipes for the wheat and the corn that they were milling, and they have it all set up so that you could see how it was done in the farm with the belt that goes from the hit and miss engine to the tractor. They're really knowledgeable too. The kids love it. They talk to them about, starting it from planting it in the field to the seed to they have the cornmeal and the flour there. That's how it looks like after it's ground up. So I bought some cornmeal. They also have a Civil War reenactment there. And of course, me and my textiles, that's where I was, in the textile tent. And oh my gosh, just the beautiful fabrics and the workmanship into just sewing all those uniforms and dresses. And so I was loving that tent. And the cooper, I'm always interested in the cooper and how they would steam wood and make things. And I could just see me walking down the lane going to the cooper to get something that I would need on the farm. So there is a lot of things for everybody there. This Scutching Festival was held in Stahlstown, PA. It's in Westmoreland County, and I live in Westmoreland County, but I live in a really big county. It took us like an hour to get there. And so you're wondering maybe, what is scutching? Scutching is beating the woody fiber from the flax. After it's grown and it's ready to be pulled, you harvest it, and it's a really big process. Flax is one of the oldest plants known, and then it is eventually made into linen. They have wonderful displays from beginning to end. This newspaper article is the invitation to the original Scutching Festival held in 1907. So this festival goes really far back. Their displays are wonderful. Like I said, they have old pictures of the festivals in times past. They have all the equipment. They have a man scutching. They have the plant. They explain it all. They then have the ladies spinning and weaving and of course the pressing of the linen cloth. There were two prints there that I would love to have, and this is one of them. Sorry for the glare on them. You know, they had to have a lot of lights for people could see well. These pictures were past families that were involved with the Scutching Festival and Scutching in the fields, gathering the flax to bring to the festival. The DAR was there. That's the Daughters of American Revolution. They had a cookbook with early 1800s and late 1700s recipes, so I can't wait to try them. I absolutely love this print. I would love to find it. It looks like it would have been the 1800s, the early 1800s, by the ladies' bonnets, and I just think, oh, this is wonderful. It's the proof of the Scutching festivals. And here's Katie May. Okay, Dave and I decided that we really love the second recipe much better. He liked the outside, the inside's really fluffy. That recipe is an old Victorian recipe. I love to use recipes that I think Rebecca would have used. Rebecca, if you're new here, is my great-great-great-grandmother, and it's her husband's and her house that we moved to our property, and we love to share the early American ways, just as when Rebecca and Jonathan Walker lived in the house. So I just loved this recipe. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to use it again. At the festival, the one on the left is the cornmeal that you get in the bag, and you can see it's a lot grainier, chunkier. I made those in muffins, and it was a little bit too grainy, so when I wanted to make it in the waffles, you just have to mill it again if you have a friend that has a milling machine, or if you buy this somewhere from a health food store, you want to ask if the cornmeal is fine or not. That makes a difference in the recipe. I also noticed that the cornmeal bag says keep refrigerated, which I have, and I think, now what did they do in the 1800s? Did they lose a lot to mold? Did they know that you had to keep it cooler? This cornmeal is fresh. I bought it. It was just milled. And so, or did they didn't have a lot of it or eat it? I live in Western PA, and I would think that they used corn a lot. There's a lot of cornfields here. It's a lot of farm country, and there were a lot of Indians. I've heard cornmeal be called Indian meal. So I'm going to share this recipe, and I'll put it in the description, and I hope you try it and tell me what you think.
Okay, today we're going to show you our flax break. We got it in eastern Pennsylvania. It has a tulip design. We think it's poplar or maple. The feet have some little carvings on it, and if you could see this the wear right here, it's amazing. It's wore down a ½ inch, and that's where all the work would be done, breaking the flax. And it's doesn't have a nail in it. It's all mortise and tenon, and you would put the flax here and just drag it back. So break the outer shield cover off it, and the fiber would be left.
And then here's that's just a wooden dowel rod. I mean,
Yes.
has the flax still
Yeah.
on it, which is really cool. And the tulip really, I mean, besides getting it out of Eastern PA, we're sure that it was from there. It was built there. It's like Dave said, it's like a homemade piece. It's folk art. And the tulip meant the Holy Spirit. It was a Trinity, or it was a sign. It was usually a religious sign. If you go out in Amish country, you'll see that a lot. Or it meant hope, faith, and charity. And we just loved it. We loved the cutouts, everything about it. And here's some flax and what it looks like.
And next year our goal is to plant some flax and go from planting it to harvesting it to breaking it to spinning and weaving it, and from beginning to end. So.
Well, we're hoping. We've been saying we want to do this for years, so next year is going to be our year to do it.
It's on our list, and hopefully it will happen.
This is some of the flax that I bought this, years ago from Wendy Christie. She used to have a textile booth in different antique stores, and she had her own shop. But this is flaxseed from the Kaufman farm, and it's 19th century. So that's pretty exciting. I do have another whole bag of it. I'm going to sprinkle some and see if it'll take. It probably won't. And then I've collected over the years flax in the different phases. So we're going to do a demonstration here. We did one time and our friend Karen helped us, and we're going to do it again.
Coming home, I was thinking of our early settlers and how hard some things were for them to do, but it's all they knew. And how they used to even sing songs when they were working and made the hard times good. I just love traveling the back roads, and we're committed to travel them as we go on our adventures in retirement. When we were coming past this farm, I thought that mail pouch tobacco was really cool. But then I saw that John Deere on top of their outbuilding, and I thought, oh my gosh. Dave looked at it and was smiling and laughing, and I thought, oh my. I hope that doesn't give him an idea for decorating and putting an old John Deere up somewhere in our farm. That would be really something to see. Thanks so much for following along. All the likes. If you love the back roads, the old time, early life content, please give us a like. When we got home, there was a beautiful rainbow over our farm, and Katie Mae just loved it. She was just standing at the end of the porch and just kept looking up. It was her first rainbow that she saw. She was the hit of that festival too. Dave had her while I was filming, and everybody loves a puppy, don't they? So thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. Dave's outside now decorating, so I'm going to go out and see what he's doing. That'll be our next video. And goodbye from me, Katie, Dave, and I hope to see you real soon.